Interjection here, Nation of Warriors 1v1 commentary number 8. So this is a quick search game on Yucatan. Obviously I can't select the colour purple here, which kind of sucks, and I've been forced to play red, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, this is me playing Ottoman, clearly by the flag on my town centre. So recently I've been trying to play a lot of games as Ottoman, trying to get good with Ottoman, trying to play them more competitively. I mean, I've always been able to do it, but never truly that well. Certainly a lot more competitive now, and because of that, like over the course of a few weeks of trying to do this, I haven't been playing them all that much, but you know, the times I have been playing them, I kind of lost a few more times than I would like to. I did lose a few ranks, which isn't too bad, but I kind of played a few quick search games just recently, and I played against this guy and I beat him, and then we played again and he just kept resigning, and that happened for a few games, so my rank went up artificially a little bit. And I don't know, I suppose that's, you know, it's kind of artificial, but I feel as if I was, the rank I am now after those quick search games was the rank or similar rank before I started trying to learn Ottoman, so I feel as if I'm back to where I was, but now I know how to play Ottoman that much better, so, you know, that's all good. Anyway, playing Ottoman here, so you don't really have to, you don't train your settlers, obviously, we all know that, they come around, which is actually really nice, because then I don't have to get them villagers onto the food crates and get that first villager in production. That's all good, I don't have to do that, because they automatically, so the first 3 settlers are actually on this map too, because these weird little animals around my town centre, they only take 2 shots to be killed, so I used 2 settlers, shoot it dead, and then I used 4 settlers to gather up the wood crates real quick. Think about it now, I probably should have just used another 2 settlers to shoot another one dead next to my town, because obviously on the first shot they don't actually run, and then I want to get that 250 wood in stockpile, and I can then go and build this trading post. I did actually crack shot one of the treasures around my base that had just like, I don't know, it was like 1 alligator or something, 1 bear. Oh yeah, this, I zoomed in there because I was really happy. The travelers just went past the trade post as it was built, giving me the XP for the settlers, straight off. But anyway, I crack shot like a treasure around my base to start with, so that crack shot thing would start recharging, and then I can use it after I build my trading post, since I won't be using it whilst I'm building the trading post. And then right here I see a 40 food treasure. Obviously, as Ottoman, it's really important to get to all that 800 food in as fast as you possibly can, so you can age up as fast as you possibly can and make that rush as fast as you possibly can. So this food treasure here is very important to me, especially since I've got nothing else to be concentrating on as Ottoman, because you genuinely don't have to do anything. You just sit there and watch the villages be created and just make sure you don't shoot animals in the wrong way. So yeah, I crack shot that there because I figured I could get it recharging again just as it had finished recharging maximum efficiency. And also I didn't want it to be stolen by that settler, because I will notice he built a house there for some reason, which is why I'm sending a settler to go and herd now. Normally I don't do that with Ottoman straight away, because herding can be done, you know, once you've started aging, and you do age pretty early with Ottoman anyway, so you've got plenty of time to get that herd in. And I don't herd because the settler movement, therefore he's not collecting food, and when he's not collecting food, you're going to slow your age up ever so slightly, and obviously every second in a rush or in a fast rush can be devastating. If you can save up a few seconds, you know, it can really be quite shocking. So right here, going for 400 wood, aged up straight away. Oh yeah, I sent the settler up to get those herds because he's got settlers around with the houses, and I thought he might back herd. That's why I didn't want to make him back herd. I thought it'd be worth aging up a little bit slower to save the herds from getting too far away from my town. Anyway, yeah, chose 400 wood to the wood, therefore that's 2 barracks, and that's 2 barracks, and then I'm going to put 4 settlers on wood. I think, I don't know what I did, but yeah, I'm going to rectify that right here. 4 settlers on wood, that's going to be another, they're going to collect another bunch of wood, I suppose, 200 wood for 2 more houses, and then you do need a 5th house, because I'll have 2 houses plus 1, so actually, yeah, a 4th house, rather, 4th and 5th house. I leave 2 settlers on after I've aged, but that's for another time. Right here, herding them in, and okay, so I'm going to talk about the build order I've been getting used to. This is for a 28 Jans by 6 minute 20, double barracks janitories. Actually, right there's 105 coin treasure. That's an interesting one. I'll explain this coin treasure because some shenanigans happen. Couldn't think of a better word. And they're herding. Anyway, so going to explain this build order. Once you hit the 400 wood aging up, I'm then switching two settlers onto coin, because by the time I've hit age 2, I want to have 150 coin in my stockpile, and if I can do that, I have the exact enough coin to then like put. I'll explain it. You want 150 coin by the time you've aged up, and then also you want 200 wood before you age up. And I've sent 3 forward settlers, or I'm about to do that, and there they are, 3 forward settlers. Therefore, my first barracks. You can use just 2, could use 4. Depends how fast you want it up, really, and how much you value wasted resources. And this house, I wasn't actually going to place the house. I just wanted to know how far I was away from his thing. And also, so right here, now I'm going to put a settler onto this wood to get that gathered up for the second barracks. And I'm putting 6 settlers on coin. You want 150 coin just as you hit colonial, and then you can put 6 settlers on coin, and that'll have enough coin to support all the janitors you're going to create. So right here, this barracks is close to his base, I can possibly get it. Normally, don't always do that, depends on the civ you're playing against, but since this guy's British, oh yes, he was a major, I forgot to mention that, or I might have mentioned it, I don't know. But yeah, double barracks, really close together, and I can get that first janitary in production, and see, right here I'm waiting for that house, because I know I'm going to get 5 more jans in production on the other barracks, and I just wouldn't see how to support it without the wood population. There's 1 settler on wood right now collecting those wood crates, and 6 settlers on coin. Obviously that one was just building a house and now he's back on coin. So here is the food in my base, and as soon as my second shipment came along, I'm sending 600 food. This is really important to do. As soon as your shipment arrives, you need to be sending that, otherwise the janitories will not be able to be created in time. So right here, 5 janitories just popped out the first barracks, and oh, actually, this explorer, this is what happened. I killed off the first alligator and then was killing the second one, and my opponent's explorer was waiting to collect the treasure after I'd killed the guardian. So I ran away from the guardian, so it would go back to full hit points, and then actually, right here, I'll explain this. I'm shooting his settlers, force them inside, and then I think this is a house, but it's not. It's an outpost, and I'm like, oh yes, kill that. Anyway, back to that alligator treasure. I then ran away from the guardian, and actually, I went to hand combat with my opponent's explorer because it had less hit points than me. For some reason, actually, I'll explain. There's 6 musks, and I'm going to run away because I don't want to engage when he's got town center fire on me. Plus, I've kind of got less, and I've got like 10 jans just literally popped from my from my barracks. And here they are. I'm going to pull them in. I've got 12 jans now. I lost a few, I suppose. Actually, I think I only trained like 4 from each, and I lost a few attacking the tower. So now he's retreating because I've got way more units than him. And then he calls his Minutemen, and bam! And I'm not going to fight Minutemen. They're really strong, and there's no point because, you know, they just die on their own, don't they? That you can kill them off. Anyway, back to that treasure. I attacked his explorer, and his explorer ran all the way back to my base. I don't quite understand why he went to my base. Personally, I go to his base, or for him that would be his own base. So then he could use his town center to kill my explorer should he need to. But he went to my base, and then I used the shift key function to kill off his explorer, right-clicked, and then right-clicked on the treasure guardian with my crack shot, and then right-clicked on the treasure, and that treasure was 105 coin treasure. So I did eventually get that, and that was a nice bonus. So right here, he killed them settlers collecting food, or one of them, so that was a bit of a silly thing, stupid thing on my part. Should have just brought them back further and thought about that. And then right after so right now I've got 5 jans about to pop from my town center as a shipment, the 5 janitory shipment. I'm sending them directly after, that's my 3rd shipment in the colonial age. That's directly after the 600 food. Because right now the 600 food and the 700 food have gone, and I cannot sustain janitory production from both them barracks. But the point was getting these jans out this fast to just absolutely steamroll him. I'm not going to discredit this major because although he was a little bit pissed off at the end, you'll see that he was doing a strategy I saw. It was like involving a lot of houses, which I imagine would actually work if I'd given him a little bit more time, or if he didn't expecting this, he might have been able to deal with it. So yeah, he sent the 6 musketeer shipment from his home city and the 6 longbow shipment to help defend, and the Minutemen, and he's been training musketeers because the British can hold off Ottoman attacks, or especially, well, any rush. They can hold off a rush and build shitloads of houses at the same time if you do it properly. That's how you play British. You've got to defend in that first bit, and that's what really makes the game interesting for British, getting the houses up and defending and using your shipments correctly. So the 5 janitory shipment I sent is obviously now just arriving to contribute to the rest of my army, and I've rearranged my economy. I took 3 off the coin and placed 3 more on food. I should really place a few more on food, so that I can create janissaries, because I obviously don't need 6 on coin anymore. So here is like nice noob lamer, okay, you know. Anyway, that 5 janitory shipment, the 3rd, you know, after the 600 and 700 food. You can choose hussars. I'm now sending hussars after the 5 jans, but if say he was like training crossbowmen or something like that, then you know, crossbowman, if he's got crossbowmen, the 3 hussar shipment might be more useful to you. So at this point, he's realised he's sent both his shipments, he sent his Minutemen, and he's trying to do a drop lane lag trick, which sometimes, you know, actually I'm not going to talk about dropping, because so that'll encourage people. Like 99% of the time, if you try to drop out of the game, you will lose points, in fact more points than normal. Anyway, here's a post-game graphs. I can't really commentate them, because but you can briefly pause and have a look if you like. Like the military score is so high at the start and then it tails off. But that's the point of this rush, I suppose. It is to pop out those initial 28 Janissaries by the 6-minute 20 mark if you do everything perfectly. Not sure if I would have had 28 Jans. Obviously, we can't tell. I suppose we could count because you'd have to, take into account the ones I lost, killing off his tower, and the ones I lost to his units. But I think it was about 28 Jans by 6 minutes 20. Anyway, short game, steamrolling a British guy on Yucatan. We'll later upload another Ottoman game, but a more balanced game that shows how Ottoman can be played if your matchup, if your opponent is able to defend your rush, or if the game is fairly balanced. A more balanced game, possibly more interesting. But this is just the steamroll version I like to upload first, just to. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. See you soon for another video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, maybe a favourite, and do subscribe if you would like to see more from this channel. If you're interested in joining Nation of Warriors, then visit our website, which will look something like this at www.nationofwarriors.co.uk. Thanks for watching. See you soon for another video, guys.